Real talk for you, friend. If social media has gone from a creative if social media has gone from a creative outlet to a constant stressor or drain on your energy, this conversation is for you. How do you know when it's actually time to take social media off your to-do list? And if it is time, how do you effectively delegate without losing the brand voice you've worked so hard to build? That's what we're going to talk about today. Hey friends, I'm Ruthie, the founder of The Consistency Corner, a full-service social media agency that specializes in serving founders of brands that market to moms. In a recent episode, we talked about the mental load of social media, especially for women who are balancing business, motherhood, and a million other unseen responsibilities. And today, I want to give you something that might feel radical: permission. Permission to ask for help, permission to step out of the cycle of burnout, permission to create content without letting it consume all of your brain space. In this follow-up episode, we are talking about how to know when it's time to get support with your social media and what that support could actually look like. Here's the thing. Even if you're not actively posting, your brain is still doing the work. You're mentally drafting captions in the shower. You're wondering if that candid moment with your kids would have made a great reel. You're replaying analytics in your head, wondering, did that even land? You're opening apps trying to figure out what the heck is trending and if it even matters. It's exhausting. And you're already making 1,000 decisions a day in your business. Social media becomes just one more tab in your brain, and it's a tab that is constantly running. It can drain your creativity. It adds to your decision fatigue, and it steals the joy that one time may have made social media fun. But how do you know if it's time to actually take it off your to-do list by delegating? Well, here's a few signs that might resonate. If you're inconsistent, not because you're unmotivated, but because you're maxed out, meaning you post once and then a couple weeks go by and you don't post again, or you post 2 or 3 times and then a week goes by and you're not able to post again. Another sign is you know that content matters, but you've started to resent creating it because it just feels like a lot. You might be avoiding showing up because it feels like pressure, not passion, even if it's creating content around a topic that you're really passionate about. And if you've started making decisions out of fear, not alignment, it's definitely time. Or if you spend your weekends or late nights catching up just to create content so that you can stay visible. If any of those sound familiar, I want you to hear this. This isn't a failure, it's a flag. It's a signal that your business is growing and it's time for your support system to grow with it, because you can do anything, but you can't do everything all at the same time. Now, when I say delegate, I don't actually mean handing logins over to a VA and hoping for the best. You don't need someone to post for you. You need somebody who can think with you. Now, what that support actually looks like is strategy sessions instead of guessing games. It's a partner who understands how social fits into your entire marketing ecosystem and how it contributes to your business goals. It's having done for you content calendars that align with your brand voice and customer journey. It's a system that lets you batch, schedule, and breathe. And engagement support so that you don't have to be constantly glued to your phone. And listen, that's exactly what we do here at The Consistency Corner. And I can tell you, as a CEO scaling my business, a marketing agency, my team helps me with my content. And I cannot tell you how good it feels to have that support. If you're curious what that support could look like, you can totally download our service guide for more information, no pressure, but I'm going to give you a high-level overview of our 4 core services. Number 1 is our brand and content toolkit, which is where we pull together foundational messaging, social media strategy, and templates to ensure your brand is consistent. Like, I'm way high-level overviewing that because it's a 100+ page document. And that's exactly what we do in our first month of a social media marketing retainer. So we can do the done for you content toolkit and hand it over to you for your team to use, or we kick off our social media retainer with the brand and content toolkit, where then we take over your ongoing content creation, strategy, scheduling, and engagement. The third way we can support is a quarterly content plan, where we have a strategy session and do a 90-day content calendar for you with prompts and suggestions for posts, all designed with your goals in mind. And we meet once a week or once a month during that quarter so that we can check in on how the content is actually going. And then finally, our Done For You 9 grid, which is a static evergreen Instagram presence to build trust without constant posting. You get to check the box on social media and then step away and know that it's handled. So support can come in different forms, and we're here to help you find out what fits best for you. One of the favorite things that a client ever said to me was that she was ready to invest because what she had been doing wasn't working. It's a full-time job just trying to figure out what to do differently, is what she told me. She had built her business from the ground up, and she used to manage social media just fine. But then the landscape changed, and so did her capacity. It's not that she's any less capable now, she's just leading a bigger business. And the truth is, she needs to spend her mental bandwidth on other things. And you might relate to that because you weren't meant to carry every task forever. I get it. You are a high achieving person and you can do all the things, but you can't do them forever because that is what leads to burnout. You deserve space to lead your business, not just market it and check off tasks. So if you're feeling overwhelmed over it or just drained when it comes to social media, it doesn't mean that you're not cut out for this. It might just mean that it's time to shift how you're doing it. Social media can still support your growth without exhausting you. And taking it off your to-do list can still be done without sacrificing your authentic brand voice and the brand that you've worked so hard to build. Taking it off your plate will lighten your mental load. It'll give you the capacity to lead, to serve, to be present for your family, and even for yourself, because that mental load is real. And you deserve to spend your energy in your zone of genius, not buried chasing trends, learning about the algorithm, or trying to keep up with what's happening in the platforms right now. So if this has sparked something in you, I want to invite you to take one small step. Let's have a conversation. Download our service guide to see if full service support is right for you and schedule a call and let's talk about it. We can figure out what relief could look like for your business so that you don't have to carry this mental burden of social media alone anymore. Thanks so much for being here, and we will talk with you in the next episode.